Alright guys, this is Jerningham here. Breaking news, UK COVID-19 deaths have risen by 649 to 30,076 in the UK, overtaking Italy. UK has got the highest numbers in Europe now for the deaths. There's probably America that's higher in other places like Belgium or, anyway, let's play the video.
Data shows that 1,448,010 tests for coronavirus have now been carried out across Great Britain, including 69,463 tests carried out yesterday. 201,101 people have tested positive. That's an increase of 6,111 cases since yesterday. 13,615 people are currently in hospital with coronavirus in Great Britain, down from 13,922 yesterday. And sadly, of those hospitalized with the virus, 30,076 have now died. That's an increase of 649 fatalities since yesterday. Behind those numbers are heartbreaking losses for the loved ones of all those who've died. And once again, our thoughts and our prayers are with their friends and their families. Professor Doyle will provide an update on the latest data on coronavirus. But first, as Communities Secretary, I'd like to take this opportunity to give an update on the work being done locally during the pandemic to keep people safe, to provide support for people's jobs and their businesses, and to prepare for the reopening and the recovery of our local economies. That's why it's appropriate that this afternoon we're joined by regional journalists who are doing so much to keep people informed about how the national effort is being coordinated in our own communities. A free country needs a free press, and the national, the regional, and the local newspapers of our country are under significant financial pressure. I'd like to echo the words of the Culture Secretary recently in encouraging
It's going to keep rising.
To buy a newspaper.
Once the lid's been taken off the jar, you can't put it back on.
The battle against coronavirus will be won in every city, in every town, and every village across the country. This is truly a national effort, and it's a national effort taking place at a local level. My department, the Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government, has played a vital role in bringing people together to tackle the virus. We've provided local authorities with over £3.2 billion during this pandemic so that they can continue to support the communities that need it through this most challenging time and respond to the immediate pressures they are facing due to coronavirus, whilst also protecting and preserving vital public services. At the start of March, I established a task force to support local resilience forums, known as LRFs, standing them up at a local level across the country to prepare each and every community for a range of different scenarios. There are 38 LRFs in England, which are made up of emergency services, a range of government agencies, health bodies,
Community will be higher.
They're headed by some of the most senior and experienced local leaders of the emergency services, of councils, the NHS, and others who together are leading their communities through the crisis with the full support of central government. Recognising the unprecedented challenge that we faced, I took the decision to embed within them some of the finest military planners in the world from our armed forces, and I'm very grateful for their hard work in recent weeks. This combined expertise and leadership is ensuring a comprehensive, coordinated, and consistent response across the country. Responding to the urgent need for personal protective equipment to reach the front line of the care sector, We've mobilised LRFs to help distribute PPE, and thus far they've delivered over 67 million items in England alone since early April. Together with local councils, they're also assisting us in supporting some of the most vulnerable individuals in their communities. And to date, they've helped us to ensure that 1 million boxes of food and essential supplies have now been delivered to those people identified by the NHS as extremely clinically vulnerable to coronavirus, the shielded. With more than 290,000 boxes being distributed every week, this has been a huge team effort, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone involved for the role that they've played and will play in the weeks ahead. We're also working very closely with mayors to make sure that we have a coordinated approach to tackling coronavirus at a local level. The government has been determined to ensure that the vital work of keeping people safe in their homes also continues. So with the support of the mayors of London, of the Liverpool City region, of Greater Manchester, of Sheffield, of the West Midlands, and others, we were able to announce the Building Safety Pledge. These mayors have come together because they have a number of the high-rise buildings with highly flammable cladding in their respective regions. And the pledge that we agreed sends a very clear message that vital building safety work must continue, despite the coronavirus pandemic. And we've been joined by 25 local authorities, including 18 in London, who've also given their fulsome support. As work on many of these critical sites was paused early on, it's now slowly starting to reassume as a result of this initiative. And I would urge any building owner or contractor to do so as soon as practical, where it's safe to begin work once again. Now, coronavirus will not stop our mission to level up, to unite, and to unleash the potential of this country. The Prime Minister will set out on Sunday our approach to the second phase of this pandemic. And as we look ahead to supporting businesses as they're able to reopen, my department will lead our work on how our local economies can adapt, evolve, recover, and grow. I will continue to support mayors and local government leaders who will play a critical role in this work. Every local economy now needs a plan to restart and recover. We will be informing these plans with our own detailed work.
Is it going to be a good idea to reopen things when the coronavirus is going to go on, or the second outbreak happen across the world, or especially the UK, or
can be adapted? How outdoor spaces, leisure and businesses, from parks to high streets to markets, can be managed?
Well, as you saw it from there, guys and girls, they want to reopen things. Is it wise to reopen things with the coronavirus, or is it a good idea? Who knows, will a second outbreak happen the 3rd, 4th, 5th or 6th or 7th? Who knows? They still haven't got a vaccine. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Give it a like, give it a comment, share it with your friends. So catch you in the next video. Peace.